Welcome to the sixth episode of Earth 2 Insight. I'm your host, Paul Archer. In this episode, we're going to delve into the game and survival mechanics of Rust and how those elements are going to be incorporated into Earth 2. It's an incredibly exciting time to be involved with Earth 2, with this month's video drop giving us the first iteration of multiplayer mode within the E2v1 platform. We got to see the devs moving around, flying with these jet propulsion packs on their hands through the different terrains. They also released the first round of applications for early access to the pre-alpha, so if you haven't submitted your application, get on that now. While in this video, we got to see a group of devs from all over the planet, they're located in different countries, moving together as a group through the different biomes, the kind of terrain, they're using different vehicles to move around, but we didn't see any aspect of survival yet. Obviously, these are the first people on the planet, there's nobody else there to challenge them, but there will be that aspect as we get into E2v1, and Shane has suggested that the survival mechanics will be somewhat similar to Rust. When your avatar initially spawns into Rust, it does so without any resources, tools, or even clothes. So it's imperative that you start to gather some resources quickly. Using a rock, you can mine wood or gather stone, and once you have enough of these, you can generate some tools that will help speed up the process. Once you've gathered enough wood, you can start to build a base, and this is your secure home space. You'll add furniture, locks, doors to secure it, and then you can venture out from there, but you will need some weapons. We need this not just to hunt, because obviously food is going to be a priority, but also to defend yourself, as many of these animals can kill you. Now, unlike the E2v1 pristine Earth untouched by man, Rust is set in a much more dystopian, post-apocalyptic future. We can see that there are buildings that are abandoned and overrun, and every time you go outside, someone wants to kill you. There are plenty of players within the servers, and they all have the same kind of idea. If you do kill a player, you can collect whatever resources they have accumulated. You can do it as a single player. You can join up with one or two friends, or sometimes there's huge groups of people participating in this game. It is absolutely fascinating and engaging. I can easily see how people spend 10 to 12 hours in this, and every time you leave the server, there's the opportunity for you to be raided and all your work to essentially be lost. They may destroy your base and collect everything you have harvested, so it's key to kind of stay on. But I've interviewed a few people who are pros in this game, who have dedicated 8 to 10,000 hours into Rust and certainly know how to play the game. And one of the key questions I asked was, in all this time that you spent on the game, how much have you earned? And the answer is nothing. Because it's not a game that's play to earn. It's not rewarding the players. It's really kind of pride or reputation, and that's great. I've dedicated hundreds of thousands of hours over my lifetime to different games that I really enjoyed, and you get that kind of kick out of doing really well or surviving or killing loads of people, and that's all well and good. But the paradigm is about to shift. But what if the thousands of hours you spent on your favorite video game could actually equate to a real-world financial reward? That's what's always fascinated me about the E2 play-to-earn model that seeks to reward engaged players. Whether you're trading sidroids or civilians, collecting jewels or resources, there are multiple income and revenue streams available for engaged players, and many small streams create a big river. Similar to how we envisage Earth 2 unfolding, Rust has a tech tree model. You collect different resources, and once you put them together, you can unlock specific items. In the first level, you can create more basic items useful for farming, raiding, generating power. In a level 2 workbench, they're a bit more complex. You can create things like armor, machine guns, rocket launchers, and we can see here on the right hand side, it shows us what we need to develop them. One of the keys to staying alive in the Rust model is maintaining and managing your health. So a certain amount of time has to be dedicated to rest and recovery. If you do get injured or shot, you can apply some bandages or medicine to help recuperate from it. But ultimately, you're managing the health. If it deteriorates too much, you're just going to die, and then you have to respawn and start all over again. So to survive on Earth 2, it seems like we're going to have to avoid being killed in any kind of PvP action. We'll also have to dedicate a certain amount of time to rest and recovery, as well as maintaining our body's levels through sustenance, food, medicine, bandages, all those kind of things that will help us maintain our health and survive that little bit longer. There's also plenty of animals within Earth 2. Some of them can definitely do us damage or kill us. There's also hostile NPCs, non-player characters like Archeon, who are out there hunting players, and if you see him, definitely want to run from him. And there's dinosaurs too. While there are definite similarities to Rust in terms of the survival mechanisms, there are also some distinct differences. Rust is held on multiple, sometimes customizable servers, and generally only features a small parcel of land or an island and some of the water around it, whereas E2 encompasses the entire planet. Every day, week or month, the Rust servers are wiped and everybody starts again from zero, whereas E2 will be a persistent synchronous model. It's been absolutely fascinating to research the game mechanics and tech tree of Rust and realize how that's going to be implemented and incorporated into E2v1. It's given me a very encouraging view of the future, and hopefully this video has helped you understand how that may unfold as time passes. Obviously, all of this stuff is going to take time to develop, implement, and test on the system, but we do know that it's coming. This is a very bullish time for E2 with the white paper, token launch, social media app, and the release of the pre-alpha. I'm excited. How about you?